Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, welcome tonight, guys. Hello. We got a lot of people in the house tonight. What beautiful pictures that was of summer. And guys, that come from Find SummerWells website. I'll play the video on there. They bought a little purple dress and put it on Summer Swing. I'm going to do a shout out. Hello, Miss Chewy and Fonda and Karen A. and Angel and Robin and Texas Brat and Angel Loader and Why Be So Nosy and Rita and Lady of Love and our bucket list has holes and Texas and Wisconsin Mama and Sassy Gigi. Tree, always late. Joyful Dolphin. Lady 7 Up. I want hearts to touch. Nani of 7. Gracie Paris, Strawberry Monkeys, Laura P, Believe, hello, Arkansas, Jessica Little Texan, Dr. Dot, Lovable Mama Bear, Only Summer, Amy Lawyer, Crooked Arrow, Rhonda Lynn, let's see who else. I hope I'm not missing anybody. True Crime Pals, and Joel Blonde and Southbound, and Lucky Charms and Sherry Hopkins, the Piratess. Welcome. Tina Bobita, Miss Chewy, Johnny Law, Carice, Jackie, Tracy Dalhonty, um, Tommy, Mommy, Wise Old Lady, Canadian Cookie. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to celebrate Summer's birthday tonight as well. Um, Don and Candace may show up. Don asked if we was having a live tonight. I told him that we was, so he may pop up and talk about Summer with us. Um, but yeah, we've been. Hey, Sky, watching. I do want to show you guys the video that was played for her birthday that I think is absolutely precious. Let me bring that up um, right quick. I put it on my community post, but I want to play it. I hope I'll play a little bit of it, and then um, we may have to stop because I don't want to get a copyright on. Let me see. Hang on just a second, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. So let me bring that up so you guys can watch that. Hello, Wendy. Hello, hello. That video was the most beautiful tribute to summer. I'm not going to play the audio on it because I don't want to get I don't know if there was a copyright attached to it or not. I wouldn't think so, but let's go ahead and try this. Pennington, though, he played it. It is. I'll take it off. Watch, guys. It's beautiful.
We pray for blessings, we pray for peace, comfort for family, protection while we sleep. We pray for healing, for prosperity. We pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering. And all the while you hear each spoken need, yet love us way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your need? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? We pray for wisdom, your voice to heed. We cry in anger when we cannot feel you near. We doubt your goodness, we doubt your love, as if every promise from your word is not enough. And all the while,
Is that from us, Daisy?
stays
That's the pretty
and
place.
long that we have faith to believe. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your need? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? When friends betray us, when darkness seems to win, we know that pain reminds this heart that this is not our home. It's not our home. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your need? What if my greatest disappointment or the aching of this life is the revealing of a greater thirst this world can't satisfy? What if trials of this life during the storms, the hardest nights. Are your mercies in disguise?
Backwards.
That was absolutely
If anything,
beautiful,
no.
guys. I think that was A.F. Pennington that did that. Absolutely beautiful, guys. What do you all think about that dress? Wasn't that dress perfection for her? Like, could you imagine like her wearing that beautiful dress? I know. Justice is coming. Summer's angel. Let's see. We know everything came to fit your breath on the neck. Told me stuff. Let's see. Thank you guys. I thought that was beautiful too, you guys, in memory of her. Um, that makes you cry. Almost makes you cry that, And I want to read something from the news that they put out today. I got it on my page. Summer would have loved that dress. She would have been a princess. I know. What I she would absolutely have loved that dress. And what about that picture with her and Jesus? I wonder who did that. Awesome. It's just absolutely awesome. I'm going to read something that was on my thing here. And I think it was from Hawkins County, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. It's about Summer. Where'd it go? It was talking about her being, there's still an investigation. They've not given up on her. The case is not cold. Um, yeah, we're still trying to, give hope that she's still alive. One of my favorite songs. It's love it so much. I'm new to your channel, Miss Daisy. I don't chat, but I had to for Summer. I have been following her since the beginning, and my heart breaks for this sweet angel. Oh, welcome, and thank you so much, and thank you all for your support. Jinkies and Tex is
Hi,
up here.
Wendy. How are you? That video was pretty. What I didn't get the first part of it, Big Mama.
It was pretty. It's on my community page if anybody wants to watch it.
I'll go back and watch it.
But yeah, um, yeah. If anybody knows anything
Hey,
about,
Chris.
Dawn actually wanted to have a meetup with all of us
Yeah,
and
always late.
do a meet and greet with him,
Hey,
but
love.
it's too soon for all of us to get together. And Candace
Hey,
said that she
Robin.
like she can't celebrate Summer's birthday without her, and I can understand that too. I wouldn't be able to do that myself. My eyes are so full of tears. My heart aches for the
Sweet.
family. I pray so hard that she comes home. Happy birthday, angel girl.
What's your kitchen?
Yes, absolutely. She came to me one night, felt
Hi,
her
Jinky.
breath,
Hey, Tex.
but things not like they seem
Ashley
normal.
Brown.
Hey, country Christian. Hey, Orchard. Hello, hello. Um, you know, I've I've seen some pretty since we've been over here supporting Don and Candace, and giving them the benefit of the doubt and trying to I've been
What's your
over on
name?
other chats and I've
What's
seen some
Captain
really
Mama?
nasty stuff that not creators have said, but a lot of people that come in my chat is really hurt my feelings by saying some really mean stuff, about me. And then they'll come in here and be different in my chat, but they'll go and bash me in other channels. I'm just going to say it like this. If you're a supporter of me, you got to you be a supporter of me. If not, then don't support me. If you're going to bash me, then don't support me. Hello, Don. Hey, Don. Don's in here. Him and Candace is listening in. Miss Daisy, did the cops get the guy last night? I don't know. They never even told us.
Hello, Don.
They never even told us.
How are you doing tonight, Don?
I'm gonna ask everybody to be really nice in chat tonight, not be disrespectful by any means. Um, but yeah, all I got to say is there's two made fun of me. There is two mods from Justice for All's that has been going from chat to chat bashing me, and that's Mrs. Fletcher and ICU. Um,
No.
I got news for ICU. You are no crime person either. So don't come at me with your you and Justice fake um Jose video and everything that y'all did with Jose. You made a mess out of that, and you coddled Jose and you support if it was even Jose. I've been told that people that by people that know Jose, and they don't even think that was really Jose that was
Oh, the
talking on there.
Cheeseman.
That's just what I've been told. So before you are quick to judge me, stay over on your lane, stay over there on your channel, and stop going in other channels and bashing me. You know, thank you. If you're gonna be
Could
for
I
me,
add
then
one more person to that,
um,
Miss Daisy?
huh? Yeah.
Could I add one more person to that list that wants to sit there and keep bashing you and bashing you?
Hey Don, if you want to come up,
Could
you
I
can.
just
Yeah, go
add
ahead.
one more person to that video?
Yeah, go ahead.
Don, this woman has Don B. This is to you, Don B. You have bashed this woman, and she has been the only one, besides a few other channels, that has ever, and I mean ever, kept SummerWells' name out there. And you're on your channel bashing Miss Daisy?
Well, he said he loved Miss Daisy still. He just
I just got
challenged her.
done watching a video
Huh?
to help find SummerWells, Don B.
I don't know. He said he still loves me, but there was a lot of mean comments in his comment section about me. People that I thought supported my channel. And but that's okay. They don't have to, but I'm really surprised. No, I didn't think he bashed me either. I just felt like he was challenging me, but he didn't
Because I
bash
just
me.
got done watching it.
But it did cause other people to bash me. Hey, Bo Evans. Um,
Yeah, it
yeah,
did.
I don't want him to argue. I don't want to.
But
I don't want to mess
Daisy
with
and
Don.
to be honest with you,
Uh-huh.
no, but I commented on that video. I did comment on his video, backing you. If you go back to that
Uh-huh.
video, my comment should be the last one.
Okay, Don.
And I said
Uh-huh.
I backed you on.
I appreciate that. Um,
And
hey,
it's just
Snow.
it's bullcrap that. And your comment, you'll see what I said.
Okay, I appreciate you doing that, but it did cause people to come on the attack of me. I don't think Don B meant for it to happen like that, but it did. Robin, you
Evans.
were one of them in there that was bashing me. Robin Redmond, I think it was you in there that was bashing me. One of them was in there bashing me that come in here all the time, and that hurts my feelings that they are. But I'm expecting that from Justice's mods, ICU and Mrs. Fletcher. But the other ones, it didn't. It kind of bothered me. But they said, "Oh, Miss Daisy's not a true crime." Well, you're not either. We don't even know if that really was Jose that was in that interview that you did, that he made thousands of dollars off of. We don't even know if that was the real Jose. Somebody that knows him said it really wasn't. Um, Justice for all. you know, which Justice ain't saying nothing. I'm not going against him, but I'm just saying his mods are good to attack me, and that's not right. But it's just how it is.
It's
Hello,
not. It's
Deborah
not right for
Ann and
anybody.
Terry.
It's not right.
Scouts,
It's
boo.
not right for anybody to attack her.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
no,
not right for people to attack the
it's
one
not right for
person,
people to come at me because I've had a change of
the
heart because I've
one
actually talked to
channel that's
parents, right, Tennessee country. I mean, if they've had a chance to sit down and talk with Don and Candace, they would know. They would feel like I've felt too, and Christine the same way. Um, and yeah, stop spreading hate. I will, Robin. I will. But let's see. Green Eye said Andy Bernard's uncle drove a blue van that day looking for Jackie. He saw what happened or did. I don't know about Andy, but I know that we've found out other things and that there's a video of Summer for all of you all that's coming on. There is a video of Summer where there is a flash. She's swinging on the swing and there is a flash in there and
That's boo.
you can see the flash and Candace seems to think that um Candace seems to think that Candace seems to think that somebody was in the woods and flashed on there, flashed the like was taking a picture. And another person messaged me today and said that they thought they saw a person in the
No, you
woods.
messy. I can't.
What is it,
Not being
Jinkies?
rude.
Yeah, you guys be nice. Let's not be mean. So let me show you the
Daisy's my
video.
sister, and I can talk over her if I want to.
She always talks over me.
Daisy talks over me on my channel.
Yeah, hang on just a second, guys.
hold on. I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Let's see. I'm not going to bring this up, but uh, put that up here. I want to
I
show
ain't
you
hurting
guys
no snow.
this video that Candace sent us. It's a TikTok video. Y'all have seen it. And in the video, you can watch, there is a flash. And someone sent me a message and said that they saw a person in there, like potentially watching Summer that day. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it and bring it up. I don't want to expose. Let's see. I'll bring up Christine. Okay. This is the video where they said that they saw a flash. Candace saw a flash, and some other people said that they found a flash as she first goes out. I'm going to slow it down. And I saw a flash. So, was there somebody? But somebody actually messaged me and said that they saw a person. They went over there, the footage, and they saw a person standing there. But now I can't see that. I don't have that good of a thing to see that. But if that is true, that's the second time she comes up and she goes down, and you
Is she
can see
ran?
a faint flash over in this area right here. Sometimes I can see it, and then sometimes I can't. So, let's see, Christy, check it out. She's the best. Yeah, Christine is on it, you guys. She is trying to find out everybody that was in the area at that time. And we were also told, that there was people in that area that was taking scrap metal off and had been in that area that day. So there was a lot of people around in that area that day. Same thing with Monkey's case. The day Monkey went missing, there was a birthday party in that area. Now we know that the neighbors had something to do with it, but there was a lot of people that wasn't normally in that area that threw the police off even more. Someone someone of the Facebook group pointed out it's very early on. They slowed it down and it's a leaf falling to the ground. It looks like a flash to me. This is
Let me
I
say,
think
let me make it bigger. I'm gonna look.
this is Candace's TikTok here. The original TikTok that she made.
Point it out when it happens, Big Mama.
It's like very faint. It should be right there. It just happened.
Stop it. Slow it
What is-
down.
You can't. It's so faint. It's hard to see. It's on when she starts to go down. If you look over in the weeds, you can see a flash. That is creepy. Miss
You know,
Chewy, Miss Gigi update today. Hope she does a live soon. Let's see. Where's the flash? What side? The flash. Let me point that out where the flash is. It's very faint. So this is the second time she goes out. And as she comes down, if you look here, you can see a faint flash in the woods. Somebody said they thought that they saw somebody in there standing in those bushes, but I can't see how anybody could see it. Somebody messaged me today and said that they thought they saw somebody. It
well,
would
they're
take
not
a
that far off of Beach Creek Road. Like, they're really close to Beach Creek Road. And like I was telling you earlier, me and Chibbilly went down there, or then one family was massacred, and that's literally up a driveway on Beach Creek Road.
I
I
do
got
want to
kicked
give you
out turning
guys a
around down there.
little. I do want to give you guys a little bit of an update on Monkey's case. They did find DNA evidence, and they did send it off to the lab um, to be analyzed, and it should be in the next few weeks. And you remember the same thing happened with Harmony Montgomery, which makes me think that they found DNA evidence or like biological DNA evidence of Monkey, and just pray for Brandy. They put out a new interview. I posted it on my community page. It was very, very sad. Brandy has accepted that, she's not completely, but she has accepted some that he's not with us no more. But I do think that they did find. I'm not saying 100% for sure, but the way it sounds to me is that when they dug up that backyard, that they may have found some biological evidence that Monkey was there at one time and had been moved. So please keep Monkey's family, Brandy and all. Hello, Ivory, in your prayers. And let's just pray that whatever comes back is not Monkey. Um, and pray for the family if it is. I pray for justice for this baby. On the news, they said that they're pretty confident that Monkey is deceased. So, my gosh, those woods are so far from Summer Swing. They wouldn't even be able to see her. I see nothing but sun. I don't know. It looks like that maybe they could. Yeah, it is very sad for Brandy. Her little face was all swelled in that interview. It was really sad. But you all can go back and analyze this yourself and watch the video and see what you think. But Candace seems to think that she saw somebody in that area with the flash. I mean, she said that she thought she saw a flash there, that maybe somebody was watching Summer that day. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on.
Well, that Ronnie Lawson said, "Oh, that nobody gets abducted on one way road on dead end roads. That road is barely off Beach Creek Road.
Yeah.
Beach Creek Road is a pretty
Well, yeah,
heavily
that road
trafficked
is.
road.
Big Mama.
I mean, it's barely off of it. I was so shocked that it was so on it.
Well, yeah, there's a petition Don wants us to show. Let me see if I can try to put that in the link. It's for the, let me see if I can put it in the link here, Don. Hang on. It's for to sign for the CPS. Let me hang on. Um, it's a petition to sign for the CPS. I'll show that, Don, if you want me to. I'll post it on my community page so everybody can sign it. All right, here we go.
Whose daughter disappeared. For the first time in months, her father sat down to talk about their loss nearly a year and a half after she vanished.
This is Don
Here's
talking.
Nicole Smith.
This weekend marks yet another birthday the parents of Summer Wells will have to spend without her.
Okay, guys, so this is the one interview with Don on that. I'll have to go back and find the petition thing, and I'll post it on my community post if anybody wants to sign it.
In June of 2021, the then 5-year-old disappeared from her Hawkins County home, leading to an Amber Alert still in place to this day.
It's just another day without her. I mean, I don't really want to celebrate her birthday without her.
Summer would be 7 years old, but Don.
I got to stop and talk in this because this ain't WJHL. This is WKRN.
Okay. Wells says now all they can do is prepare for a worst scenario while hoping.
She's definitely going to be tall. She'd probably be as tall as me, I'd say, because she was growing so fast. And I'm sure she would be the same person. And she didn't have no qualms about taking on her brothers, that's for sure. She didn't hesitate to put them in their place real quick.
Her parents struggling with the loss and then some. Wells saying his wife, Summer's mother, has also been in and out of the hospital.
Candace has been in the emergency room 4 times for heart problems. And we're looking at eventually doing a major surgery, hopefully to correct the problem with her heart. She's doing better, I think. But all the stress and stuff, it's not helping at all, I don't think, for sure.
On top of that, Summer's 3-year-old brother is taken by the State Department of Children's Services. Don Wells saying their battle to regain custody frustrating, and the thought of finding Summer compounded by the fear she would be taken from them again as well.
We really want our boys back home. If Summer was to be found today, we wouldn't be able to see her or talk to her, and we can't talk to our boys.
Nicole Smith, News 2.
Don Wells spent 8 months in jail after pleading guilty to a DUI charge. Every day is painful for an East Tennessee.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. Let me take that back down. So that was Don talking about the case. He also has a petition that he wants everybody to sign, and it's because of it's for the Department of Children's Services, and I will post that on my community post. Thanks everyone for loving our daughter. We love her and the boys very much. Surely they wouldn't, if you was to find Summer, that they would let you all keep her after everything y'all had been through. Surely they would do that. Someone needs to talk to Allie to find out what H said happened at the swimming pool. They've all talked to Allie. They've all talked to H. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But yeah. So this little baby she'll be 7 years old tomorrow, you all. 7 years old. It's been a long, long ways. Crooked Arrow said, Don, I went to Ben Hill. Let's see what she said. I have too much respect for others than to show up randomly. I love to both of you. I pray with you on our knees. Yeah, but Sherry, you didn't go up on the hill. You just went by there. Yeah. Please share the petition. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can find it right quick, Don, because I think I clicked on the wrong thing a while ago when you sent me that petition. Here it is. Let me share it here right quick for everybody to see. And then I'll post it on my community page. And this is the position it is to stop federal funding to Child Protective Services to kidnap our children. I don't know who made that, but Don wants to know if you all can find this. And right here it is, and I'll put it on my community post. If you all can sign that petition for Don. It looks like they've got 35,000 signatures already. I pray that Don and the CPS can work something out to where they can talk to their children and see their children, at least talk to their children. I just feel like, in my opinion, that's really cruel for, anybody to not be able to see or talk to their children. Prayers for Summer's family. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I will post that on my community post, and you all can go and click on that and sign it if you guys want to. Let's see. I would have been in jail for worst if my kids come up missing. I would if turned that mountain and town inside out. Well, they've went to people's house. I do too. I do too, Andy. I believe Dawn and Candace both are innocent. They are. Will happen to foster care. Well, if anything, it's just a mess, you guys. Don did say the reason they can't talk to the kids is because the foster family thought Candace kept calling drunk. You guys, I've talked to Candace on FaceTime, and Candace has had a stroke. I can tell her one side of Candace's face is drooped. So she has had a stroke, in my opinion. What I have seen. Welcome, Miss Andy. Um, Don, stay in these peaceful, supportive platforms. Don't go on the lab anymore. He's not for you. I'll try to be on panel. Okay, Don, that's fine. You can, or you don't have to. You're fine either way. Um, the one thing that we have to do, that is true, peace pugs. Not all foster parents are bad. I was a foster parent at my time. Not all CPS is bad, but it's a iffy thing. There is a lot of corruption out there. We've all seen that. I'm not saying that this is the case, but you know that was where she had Bell palsy and didn't get treated. Well, I don't know if it was Bell palsy or stroke. She said she had a stroke. I believe her. She may have had both. When you're under extreme a lot of stress, that can happen. Hey, Auntie B, I live in Hawkins County, and I have always thought they were innocent and getting a bad deal. Yeah, I mean, just try to put yourself in their shoes, you guys. That's the only thing. Just put yourself in their shoes. But to come after people because they give them a platform and they want to, show them some support and actually listen to what they have to say, it's not nice for other creators to do that. Thanks to your support, Candace is doing better. So thank you very much, all who gives love and not hate. God bless you. I've been just sending I just been sending Candace pictures of my critters, and she loves them today. We've been sending pictures back and forth of critters. Now she wants a cow. I got Candace wanting a cow, you guys. There's a reason they are keeping them from seeing. That's how it works. I don't know. We don't know the reasons, guys. We don't know that. All I know is that they haven't got to see their babies, and they're grieving. They're grieving hard for their kids. Absolutely, Texas Brat Brat. I was one myself. I'm just wondering why the foster parents would do that. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know, but Right. I mean, we just gotta pray for Don and Candace and pray that things work out with them. If anybody can work it out, it would definitely be the Lord that can change minds. And I pray that him and and Candace and the CPS can all come into agreement to at least be able to talk and see their children.
Why are my messages not?
Huh? What'd you say, Tex?
My message being shadow banned?
Aunt B said,
Some of my
I
messages aren't going in your chat.
no, you. I don't think you can message while you're up on panel. I don't know. Aunt B said, I've been grieving mother since December
I'm on my other
2000.
phone.
Oh, I don't know. Tex, you're not blocked because I went over the block list and unblocked
I just seen
everybody.
Tex's comment to
The only
Don.
thing I can think that
I
would
seen it,
be
Tex.
worse is if we didn't know where our son is. He's with Jesus. That is horrific, you guys. That's the worst part of having a missing child is not knowing. Not knowing, the constantly not knowing if your baby is safe, if your baby is warm, if your baby is being treated right, if you're, that constant in the back of your head thinking the what ifs, you know, and I hate to say it, people that actually find their children, even though they're deceased, they do have some kind of closure because they know that their child's with God. They know that their child's not hurting anymore. Where a person that's never found their child don't have that closure. I think the worst thing that if somebody was to hurt a child, if they ever wanted to compensate for what they've done in any way, they at least need to tell the parents where their children is. And I think that case with Monkey, I hope and pray that they can get those neighbors to break down and tell them where baby Monkey's body is. I bet Brandy would even work out a deal with them to tell where he is. If it comes out, if the DNA comes out to be his DNA. But if you go back and watch the video with the guy that with JRL, the guy that's one of the persons of interest, he talks about that river ravine a lot. That really makes me think, Uh, let's see here, guys. I feel for Candace, but if people want to understand, she needs to stand up for some. She has been standing up for Summer. She cried her eyes out to us, Wisconsin mom. But right now, she can't be under any kind of stress. She would come on YouTube, but she can't. Like she's very delicate right now. She can't get upset. She just can't. And I don't want her to get upset because what good is it going to do us if something happens to Candace or Don and we'll never know, what transpired that day. And could you imagine how them boys would feel or Summer would feel coming home knowing that this whole thing caused their mama not to be here anymore? We got to think about her health and she's very delicate and we got to tread lightly, you guys. She even talked like I was talking to her, Cotton Candy, and she started having chest pains the other night, and she had to go out of the room and put earphones on to where she couldn't hear. She's not able to get on YouTube and be in any kind of stress. She could go into a fatal arrhythmia, and if there's nobody there that knows how to do CPR or administer any kind of medications, that could ultimately be the last thing that and so it's not important for her to come on right now. It just ain't. She's been through a whole lot. What do we know about facts? There's no facts really that's been out there other than, you know, we don't, other than what we know about what Candace said and what people have said. But, TBI has not come out here and told us anything. They've not. They're even keeping Don and Candace in the dark right now. So, you know, if she can cry to you, then she can get on the news and cry for her daughter. She she cries. I'm not gonna say she don't. I've seen her cry. And I'm gonna tell you right now, hello, crazy chicken lady. I'm telling you right now, I'm not pressuring her to do that. I'm not. I've told her not to come on YouTube, and I will not talk her into going on YouTube and getting upset to possibly put her back in the hospital or something else bad happened to her. You guys don't know how delicate of a situation she's in right now. Me as a nurse knows. She's on a Holter monitor right now. They're monitoring her heart. And I'm not going to ask her to do that. Absolutely not. She's been through enough. She's been ripped apart inside and out. And I saw the real Candace. I saw the real Candace cry. I saw the real Candace say, I blame myself every single day. What if I would have went downstairs with her? What if I wouldn't have put a brace on my mom's leg? What if I would have, not let her go down there by herself? Or, you know, she's all what ifs. And that's what a mom does. And that's exactly what I would have done too. I would have been, what if too, 1,000 times. She blames herself, guys. I seen her cry. And no, I am not going to harass her and tell her to come on YouTube because somebody from YouTube wants her to come on here and explain herself when she's very delicate. I'm not doing that, guys. I'm not. This place, they know this is an open panel if they want to come up and talk, but I'm not going to pressure them into doing anything they don't want to do. Just ain't. I saw myself a mommy grieving for her child when I FaceTimed her, me and Christine. I She's got a very tender heart, you guys. You think she's mean, but she's not. She's got a very tender heart. So, you know, Christine said facts are that Leslie Earnhardt says that Summer was last seen on 100 blocks of Ben Hill Road. That is a fact. I'm going to have to put Jinkies on mute because the dog's barking. You're welcome. Yes, absolutely. Leave Candace alone. I am not going to hurt her for nobody. No, I am not a person that would do that. She is very, very kind person. She loves animals. That speaks a lot right there. That speaks a lot, you know? And some people handle things differently. They handle them differently. Not everybody, there's people that has social anxiety. My dad, he told me, he said, when I was younger, I couldn't even look people in the face. So if I would have went missing when I was younger, I would expect my dad to probably done the same thing because my dad was a very antisocial person. He was a very kind person, but he had a lot of problems with anxiety and being around people. And if he would have took the attacks that what these people have took, he probably would have been worse, you know?
Daisy.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. So let's talk about facts,
Hi,
shall
Chris.
we? Fact is that Leslie Earhart says in her briefing, her last briefing, that Summer was seen on the 100th block of Ben Hill Road. Okay, right? That's a fact. I'm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to be quiet. Because
Oh, you're good. You're
okay, so
good.
listen. Would you all rather, number one, would you rather be mean to someone and find out they're guilty or tear somebody apart and find out they're innocent?
Absolutely. Find out they're innocent without tearing them apart. What's up,
I
Don?
mean,
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing good.
um,
How you doing?
I'm doing better. Doing better.
Good.
How you doing, Don?
After all that tearing down, it tears you up for a long time. You know what I mean. It's hard
Yeah,
yeah, we're sorry that happened too.
yeah. We love you and Candace. We see the
Well,
real person.
we really appreciate your support because when Candace gets tore down, it's hard. It's hard on the heart on anybody's. It can cause
Yeah,
people to do. Stress is bad.
right.
We're
Yeah.
stressed out enough.
Well, she
She
knows
is.
that
She does not need to
contact
be on
Daisy.
YouTube.
That's right. And she can contact Daisy or us, whenever, if she's ever feeling, you know,
Right.
that she needs someone to talk
She
to.
has a she has a big heart, and people has portrayed her to be this monster, but she's not
No.
at all. She is a very, very passionate, compassionate person that loves her babies and loves animals, and she has a heart. And I don't like to see people tear other people down like that. Uh,
No.
and hopefully, through our platform, people can start seeing the true Don and Candace, the ones that's out here fighting every day. Don is out here on the news. He's going to the news. He's going to the newspaper. He's keeping his baby's name out here
Yes, ma'am.
every way that he can. You have to give that to him, guys.
And
You know,
Don and Daisy and I have talked to Don a lot, and he said that he did go out and look. He just didn't know that he had to film and tape every second that he's out there looking. Who would think about doing that? I know
Right.
I would. I would not care about filming myself knocking on people's doors or looking in, the woods for my child. I would not sit there and worry about, well, I better film this so that YouTube creators don't tear me down. I'm fed
right.
up with it.
Well,
Like,
the thing about that is, okay, say you knock on the person's door that has Summer in their home. Do you think they're going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, she's right here. Sorry, bro"?
exactly.
They ain't gonna,
Right.
or they're going to meet you with a gun if they do. I mean,
Well,
that wouldn't bother me. I'd like to find her, but they're not going
that's
to tell you that they have her in your home. And
that's what Randy did. She actually knocked on the doors of the persons that had Monkey, and they wouldn't answer the door, so she left flyers. She said on
wow,
the news yesterday that she went over there and knocked on the door to ask them if they'd seen Monkey, and
wow,
it was the actual people that took him.
wow. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Yeah, they're
yeah,
not going to admit to it. If I had
yeah.
any idea where she was, I wouldn't knock on the door. Believe me.
No, you'd knock down the door.
Yeah,
I would too.
yeah,
I
exactly.
would.
I'd be in jail, if I went and beat down every door. You can't do it, and people get upset unless you come at them right, and talk to them. And I've talked to a lot of people around here. But,
Yeah, but you can't just assume that, unless you've known for sure that she's in there, you
right.
can't just go breaking people's door downs and stuff.
The most powerful thing that you can do is what we're doing and what you guys are helping us to do, and that's the most powerful thing that we can do. And
Hmm.
it's
I
And
agree.
tearing people down and just being hateful to everybody, how is that helping Summer? How is that helping Summer?
it just these people like drama and they want to keep the drama going, and they're good at it. And they was really good at getting me going the other night, and I
Hmm.
apologize for all the cussing to the good people out there. But I couldn't help myself, but I lost it, and
And you
Yeah,
wanted to defend yourself, and that's,
I do
you
it too,
can't.
Don.
I don't blame you for wanting to defend yourself, and but then you have people that do want to say horrible things, and then they go on other people's channels and try to defend themselves, and that's okay. But to
right,
let you have to defend yourself, that's not okay. I mean, that's a
right,
double standard. Come
yeah,
on.
exactly.
I mean, people were saying horrible things about you, and that people expect you not to want to defend your family.
Right. I've done that. I've had people come and attack me, and I've went up on their panel before and set them straight. When somebody is attacking you, you don't know what you'll do until you are in that situation. And me and Don's a lot alike. We get angry and react. I do anyway. I come. I mean, I run. I really say I stand up for myself, and anybody would do that.
It's
She
supposed
was.
to be about it's all supposed to be about Summer, and then they want to take Summer and use her name and put the focus on them, how great they are, how they broke Dawn, how and they want to change it all around, how they're these super spy detectives that just broke Candace down and all this crazy stuff, and they ain't helped Summer one bit. They put a lot of money in their pocket, is all they're
Yeah.
doing, and trying to make themselves look good. That's all
Right.
they're doing.
Right. And that's what was happening. And
Don,
And I want to clear up one more thing, Daisy. Don has not asked Daisy or myself for not one penny. Neither
No.
has Candace. Nothing.
Oh.
All they have asked us to do is keep Little Summer's name out there. That's all. That's it. That's all that they have asked us to do. Never once have they asked for one penny of anything.
She wants more pictures of your cows and stuff, though.
I'm gonna send her
You
some
might
more.
end up with a cow, Don.
Candace will make you go, hey, you got the property for it. So hey.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I want to teach the boys how to raise cattle one
Oh
day.
yeah.
hey, Don.
Yeah.
Tex wants to say something to you, Don.
Okay.
Hey, Don, I want to say something, man.
Yes, sir.
Tex, are you there? I think he's starting to get emotional. You okay, Tex? It's okay.
Yeah,
Tex?
everybody's going in and out.
Oh, okay.
Hold on one second.
Okay. But yeah, you guys, if anything will make somebody happy and feel good, it's an animal. And that's why I sent those pictures to Candace today, because I knew I sent the pictures of baby G, my baby Angus cow.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Uh-huh.
Tex, you have a question? What does that say? Pray for Summer.
Yeah, pray for Summer. And we're not going to have.
That's my banner.
Go ahead, Tex.
That's my banner. That's my banner on my channel. Don.
You're cutting in and out, Tex.
And up there is going to continue to
come up, lean on me.
I can't hear him. Can you all hear him? I cannot hear him.
Banner. Go ahead. Don, what do you have to say about the way you was treated the other night? I know that you was being provoked.
Well, it's just, it's like the bullies in school, they like to get you going. I don't know. I shouldn't have even acknowledged the hateful things they were saying, and I shouldn't have went live.
But you was mad. And we understand.
Some of the things these people say are just unbelievable, and they act like they know us. Some of these people don't even know who they are. They're just making up stories, like the 4-wheel drive truck. That guy. Don't even know that guy from Adam. Just people wanting to make up stories all day long, and it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable how they can take something little and twist it and turn it and make it into what their agenda is.
Yes.
And I've seen that happen quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Daisy.
Go ahead, Christine.
I just wanted to say, kindness, people think kindness is weakness. It is not. Kindness is being strong.
Okay, Christine. Are you repeating my words?
Sherry.
Yeah. People mistake your kindness as a weakness.
And it's
Right.
not. It's just the opposite.
It's nice to meet you, Don Wells.
Hey, you
I've seen
too.
you weeks.
You guys,
That's
it's good.
Auntie Sherry.
It's good to be with all you guys because I feel so comfortable.
We're a good group of people. There's not
Yeah.
one person in here that's going to do anything to hurt you
No
or your
one.
family. I
Or
promise
let
you that.
anybody come in here and
I
attack her.
promise you that. With
Yeah.
all my heart.
Yeah. So you've got a
Got
good
my purple
community over
glasses
here.
on. Got my
We,
purple sweater. I'm a
me,
summer girl, let me tell you.
right.
Mm.
That's amazing.
Someone too. But
Me and Candace appreciate you all very much. Believe me, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because it's,
are you all doing anything tomorrow?
I'm not sure, but I think they just pretty much did everything online and made videos, and that's the ones we shared with you. And you're welcome to share them whenever, whatever you want to do. That one, did you get it? That Felicity made.
The one that I played, I think I played it at the very beginning of this
Oh,
live.
did you?
Is it the
Yeah.
one with the picture of Jesus and stuff?
With her dress that they had on a hanger.
Wouldn't she have loved that dress?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Yes,
the little
I played
children
that.
come unto me.
Yeah, I played that, and
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to be a teacher because Jesus was a teacher.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. Jesus is the teacher.
Yep. He's the main teacher, ain't it?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He is.
Lean on me. If you want to come up, you can. Lean on me has been a supporter of you
Lean
for
on
a
me.
long time. We love her.
Donald, she is the most wonderful person. She's just like the rest of us up here. I'm not calling us all wonderful. Some of us might be, iffy.
Yeah, I don't know if she wanted to ask you anything. Come up here and
But
ask you.
lean on me. She's cool. Trust me.
But oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. But
cowbell, ringy dingy ding.
I don't know where that cowbell is.
Hey, Robin.
But, what do you want to say to that person that was being rude
Robin.
to you the other day, Don?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I missed that. Go ahead, say it again, please.
What do you want to say to that person that was being rude to you the other day?
What I'd like to say, okay, to all people that want to ridicule and tear people down and all that kind of stuff, this is the kind of thing that happened in Jesus's day when he was falsely committed,
being
to death.
Persecuted,
right,
being
for a crime that he was not guilty of. And these
Correct.
kind of people, made sure that he was convicted of this crime. And
right.
So please be careful. We're praying for you, and remember, this is the kind of attitude that got Jesus killed and put on a cross, our God.
Christians have always been persecuted, Don.
Right. So please be careful about what you're doing.
And still are.
Yeah.
And so, and we're praying for you, even though you caused us so much hell, we're still praying for you.
Yeah, and for just to go on to the pure 100% attack on you was not right at all. At all. Thank you, Annabelle. Annabelle said, Don, I enjoy my time there with you guys. Please tell Candace hello for me. And this is Annabelle.
Annabelle,
I could have stopped, but I don't just pop in at somebody's house.
Wow. I have to take some of that advice from Don because my situation, and oh boy, do I have some hate in me.
No, Robin.
I think we all do. We all got to work on it.
No, you
don't. It's hard not to.
No, you don't. And Don, you don't owe anyone an apology for people attacking you because you know what?
I shouldn't have acted like that though. I mean,
but you know what though? I just shut my Summer Moons group down on Facebook because people are being so obnoxious, and
wow.
I didn't shut it down. I paused it for 2 hours because I'm tired. I'm tired.
The attacks really hurt, and I don't understand why these people are doing this. I don't get it.
It's
Maybe they
evil.
want the attention.
Yeah, I.
Go
This
ahead.
happens. The same thing happens to a lot of Hollywood movie stars and stuff, and they have to learn to shut it out and just pay attention to the good people around them. So I can't imagine what they go through, man.
Yeah, because they're so used
Right.
to being glamorous and famous and everything, and everybody's after them all the
I
time.
don't know, Don. You just keep being strong. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
You're up
trying.
here, you main girl.
That's
You're up
kind of
here.
the way you
Hi,
Hello,
thank you
Jinky.
for having me.
You're welcome.
the paparazzi's not on you,
Well,
but
you
Is there
guys,
anything you want
YouTube
to
is.
say
you
to
guys have
Don?
helped give us a lot of
YouTube is on
strength.
you.
And
Well,
what was
Helped us a
the you
lot.
want to
And I
do,
want
man?
YouTube to be on it.
I don't know.
When
I've
I
been
say YouTube, I
following
mean
this since it started, and it's just been, it's affected the whole world, and I don't even, it's crazy. I feel like I know that little girl, and I haven't even met her, and I just want to support. It's just so much, like you guys were just saying. It's crazy. It just pulls you so many different directions, and I feel like you lose the focus of Summer sometimes, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, Don, I don't even know how you feel about or how it must feel to go through something like this.
I don't either.
Well, it
You
was.
wouldn't know unless they've been through it themselves, you know.
Well, if you
Themselves.
could imagine, at first, all we was getting was pure hate, from these people, and we was just blown away by that. It was bad enough, and we was already mentally numb from all the pain of missing our daughter and
Yeah.
imagining what she's going through and crying, knowing she's crying and she wants to come home and can't, or somebody, we don't know if somebody's killed her, molested
Yeah.
her, or what, beat her, we don't know. So
Yeah.
the first few months were just horrific, and then to have all these people compounded by with all this hate and stuff, I mean, it was horrible. So with you guys talking to us and supporting us like you do, it really helps
Yeah.
tremendously.
Did you notice last night when you was upset when I called out to Jesus how he calmed you? Did you notice that? I don't know if you noticed it, but I did call out to Jesus to calm you, and I felt like he did because I felt like it calmed you.
Yeah, you sat
Yeah.
right down.
I have to call out too.
You might
Yeah.
not have heard me, but I did. I called out to Jesus to
Right.
help you.
Good.
I was trying to get my bearings back. That's for sure. That's why I hung up from them. But
Yeah,
you just can't talk to people like that. It just don't do no good.
it don't.
I
He was
I know
making
the answer to what that lady, I can't think of her name. The answer to what Don and Candace are going through is the not knowing.
not knowing
Not
what.
knowing.
Hey Daisy, I'm gonna jump down and help with chat, but I just want to say something before I do. If you
Uh-huh.
are in chat and if you can be respectful, that's fine. But if you're going to be disrespectful to the panel guests, you will get one warning. If you continue on, you'll be timed out.
Right.
Okay? I'm just telling y'all, you get a warning, and after that, you will be timed out. So please be respectful to the panel guests and especially be respectful to Don if you want to stay in the chat. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to jump down and help monitor chat.
Okay. Thank you, Christine.
Thank
You're
you,
You know what's
Christine.
crazy is my daughter looks just like Summer, and I think that's a lot of the reasons why I've been so touched by this. I don't know. It
How
just
old is your
resonates
daughter?
with me.
How
So
old is your daughter? Is she the age of Summer?
she just turned 8.
Big D, give Lena
Oh,
me a link.
Yeah.
good.
1 year older.
1 year older. Yeah.
Yeah. Blonde hair.
Mhm.
My daughter was the same age as Summer when she was took. That's
Wow.
why it tore me up when I got the Amber Alert. I was like, no, and I've been following it every day.
Hmm.
Me too.
But
It's
So you're,
obsessive.
have you all thought about, Don, you and Candace getting with a group of people that has lost children before and
Well, there's been a lot of people on Facebook and Messenger and stuff that have contacted us that have lost children. And
Me, I'm one of them.
right, yep. Yep.
And so, Brandy, I know Brandy, she has nothing but prayers for you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good people out there, and I think they outnumber the bad. So, and
Yeah,
a lot of the bad, they're still young. They haven't been there. They haven't gone through anything like this, or God just hasn't got to them yet. And then
right,
some people will never change. It has
right.
to be a choice, you know, if you
It
want
does.
that kind of change in your life, or if you, I mean, what do you want? You know, we all have to make that choice. What we want to follow? We want to follow God and try to live right, or do we want to continue being stupid? You know,
And hateful
right?
and just being condescending. I felt like last night that he was being very condescending and provoking to
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah. And then he got McDonough on the phone, so it was like two on one there for a while, and
Yeah, I seen that.
yeah,
I was like, Don, please hang up. But I know I'm the
yeah,
same way. I wouldn't have done it either. But it just, I know that it's hard to do because I do it too. But to
yeah.
not even watch those, I tell people like if they're gonna bash me on another chat, just don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Right,
That just makes it worse. Out of sight, out of mind. And if you don't watch it, you don't have to worry about what they're saying.
right. Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
know it's hard to do though, because
And the smart people can see through all the lies anyway, and they don't believe all that junk anyway. So
yes,
it really don't matter.
yeah, you just keep being your daughter's voice and being louder than their hate,
Right,
and that will make a huge difference. And
absolutely.
That's great
um,
advice, Daisy.
yeah, because you know, before I felt like it was painted an ugly picture on you all from the beginning from certain
Oh yeah,
creators and
that's what they
they're
like to do.
yeah, and
That's what
now
they're good at.
I mean, how can they say anything against you? You are out here taking attacks and out here talking about your daughter and keeping her name out here. Did they not see that,
I think they
Um,
see it, but they're just, I don't know, they're just,
right. And well, somebody come in chat a while ago and said, "Well, if Candace can cry to you, why can't she cry on YouTube? Because Candace ain't going to get upset. We're not going to tell Candace to come. She don't need to come on YouTube and see all this right now, because Candace is very delicate right now,
well,
and she's doing the right thing for herself.
she
What?
has a hard time, expressing her feelings, especially on camera. I see what she's going through. I know that she cries all the time and everything, but she ain't gonna get on camera and make a big scene and cry and all that stuff like that. She ain't gonna do that. She's not gonna. But
She
It's
does
just
cry. I've
who
seen
she
her.
is, right? Just her personality.
I seen the pure health that she's been through. She loves that little girl and them boys more than anything in this world. And when Summer
Mhm.
disappeared, I seen the shock and terror that she went through and is
Right.
still going through.
I
We
And
believe
seen
that.
we seen all the fun that boys in summer had. How I was
yeah,
jealous.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
Well,
glad.
before Summer went missing, I went back on Candace's Facebook and
Yeah,
she had posted a thing that her daughter was everything to her and that how
oh
much
yeah,
she loved Summer. And that was way before Summer even went missing. You know,
yes, exactly, exactly.
she had
She took
posted that.
she took them kids everywhere all the time, and
Yeah, they got to go fishing, they got to go
uh,
to parks,
a
they
lot of
got
times, I'd be upset, because I worked all the time, and she'd be always be gone, and she'd let the house go a little bit, you know, and so I'd be upset about that. But then I'd think, well, but they're doing fun stuff, you know, and it didn't upset me too bad. But I'm so glad she got to spend all that quality time with the kids. I thank God for that. And she took pictures constantly because she was so proud of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, with kids, you just can't keep a perfect house. It's more important to have happiness and a good life and take them out. And everybody's like talks about this and that. You know, talked about y'all's house. People don't know what I grew up in a house that didn't have.
Yeah,
It had holes in it.
yeah.
It
Me
had
too.
we didn't
I,
have running water.
I'll promise you, Candace, at their age group, it was hard to get them to help clean or anything. We give them chores, but they was at young, and it was hard to get them to, you know, correspond with chores.
Hmm.
So Candace could clean up one side of the house. She could go on the other side of the house. It looked like a tornado had been through there.
Oh yeah.
You know, 4 kids, yes.
Oh yeah. It's impossible. You wear
It
yourself out
is.
with it.
And
The
anybody
best
who
thing
says
to do.
anything different doesn't have, you know, 4 kids or so.
Right. Y'all's house was
Hey,
amazing compared to what I growed up in. I
Uh,
grew
I
up in
live
a little shack.
huh.
Mrs. K,
I
you got to show yourself, honey. Go
I
ahead,
live
Ron.
alone and my apartment looks like a tornado came through it.
It's just how
Right.
happy. It's about how happy you are, and it's not about like it's not about what other people think. It's what you know and what you think and how happy you was. And we could see in those videos and those pictures that you was very Summer was very happy in them
Oh
videos,
yes.
kids.
She was a very happy little girl. Yes, she
Yes, she
was.
was.
Was there any like weird vibes you got from anybody at the church, Dawn? Like anybody you can think of at
No,
all?
no. I mean, I wish I could point somebody out. I wish I could figure out who took her, and we've tried everything. I talked to prayer gardens till like 1 or 2 in the morning last night, just going over people because she's like a computer. She remembers every detail. So we was discussing a lot of things, and still just trying to come up with a suspect, on our own. But
There was a lot of strange people in that area at that time,
a lot of
including
drug
those.
activity. A lot of
Yeah,
drug activity.
Oh, according to Ronnie Lawson, there wasn't.
Yeah, but if they was selling drugs on his street, he'd sure do something about it. I guarantee you.
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, there was so many RSOs that you all didn't even have an idea that was in that
Yeah,
area. You're
definitely.
just now finding out all those people
Yes,
are not good.
that's very upsetting to think that she could have went through stuff like that, or
Maybe
is
you can
still
just take
going
little
through.
walks around those, just go for little walks.
You you really, to go for a walk around here with so much going on, you really need to be packing a gun,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
can't pack a gun.
Hmm.
yeah,
So
that's true.
Hmm.
I
That
mean,
is true. Well, heck, last night somebody was in our yard last night while I was live, and my husband heard his toolbox on his truck slam down. Looked out there, and that man was out there messing around his toolbox. And
oh my goodness.
yeah, my husband ran downstairs and asked him, "What you doing?" He's like, "I'm throwing garbage away." The garbage is way. I went out there and told him. I yelled at him as he was going down the road. He was trying to steal something's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
You got a 4-wheeler, Dawn?
Do I have a 4-wheel drive truck?
Like a 4-wheeler, like a
No,
ATV?
no, I don't. I got a RM 250, or not a RM, but a Yamaha YZ 250 is what I got.
You just ride that puppy around, then nobody can give you crap for doing anything. Just, hey, I'm just out on my little 4-wheeler, minding my business.
You've
I,
already been up in the mountains, though, ain't you, Don? Looking, you've been out
um,
there, right?
I've been in. I've looked around as much as I can. I mean, I could look around more, but to climb to the top of Chimney Top, it's really rugged terrain and
Yeah,
very rugged terrain.
trying to think. I don't know. I wish I could do something to help.
Yeah, the drones, you know, which I think
Well, the thing is, okay, that you got to keep in mind is the police dog that went straight down, followed her scent straight down the trail to Ben Hill Road, and Cam proved that you could carry a 50-pound sack of potatoes down that trail in, I think, under a minute. And then lost the trail, lost the scent at the road there. Okay. And then another thing, a couple of more things. They flew helicopter for like a week with infrared. So if she was lost in the woods somewhere, they would have picked that up. Well, no, the helicopter, I can't remember what it had, but they flew an airplane at night and it circled all for hours every night with infrared. So if they would have spotted her if she was in the woods somewhere. They would have seen her.
Well, maybe she was laying under a tree or a log or something.
They still would have seen her with infrared because it detects body heat.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they also have other sorts of instruments in there too, not just infrared, but you know, and I'm not a high-tech person, so I don't know what all these other color bands and stuff that they use or whatever you call them. I don't know, but they have some real high-tech stuff. And they did find some bodies, some like animals and different stuff, and they found a body over on Rock Springs Road off in a ditch, and
like roadkill and dead animals and stuff.
The body in Rock Springs Road was human.
Oh wow.
And but see, like I said, the dog alone almost tells you that somebody put her in a car and drove her away from this area. So keeping that in mind, I mean, you could go around here and search, and the searches, we've had hundreds. We have it almost the whole the whole eastern United States here because there wasn't a lot going on. So there were so many searchers here, you know, over and over for 2 weeks straight.
You know, they found that other little boy right down the road. What's that? In Idaho, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, Monkey. Scott H wants to know, what do you think about the footprints that they
I asked them if I could see the casting. I asked TVI if I could see the casting because I know her foot very well. I've put her shoes on many times, and she's got a high arch like I do, and kind of a skinny foot. But they never did let me see the casting. So I mean, if them were her footprints, then that means somebody put her in a car, went out on Beach Creek, went to the next road over, and took her up to that unfinished cabin up there on top of the hill. And when you get up there on top of that hill, it overlooks our hill. It kind of looks down on our property, and you can see our property from up there. So somebody could have actually been up there and scoped our kids out from there.
Wow.
That's very possible.
It's possible. Anything's possible.
So they could have took her there and then threw her in the car and drove off somewhere else. That's a possibility. But we don't know for a certainty that she was put into a vehicle and taken away. So
but if that's the case,
after all the searchers, hundreds and hundreds of searchers out here walking around, in my mind, it's almost pointless to search in this area.
Right, you're trying to expand to but maybe whoever it is, you know, in the area.
Whoever took her is definitely familiar with this area. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Just about anybody.
Maybe, you know, when you just keep your eye out, I'm sure you are when you're out driving around or whatever. But.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been the type to fight them if they took her without her? Like, would she have tried to fight them and kicked them and stuff?
I don't know.
You know, when
I'm sure she would. I mean, if she could, she would. You know, I'm sure. But just
I'm gonna say yes to that because my daughter fought.
She did. I was taken, and my grandma was like 3 feet ahead of me, but it happened so fast, and it stunned me so bad that I never even thought to scream like through his hand.
Right.
I always go back and think, well, why didn't I scream through his hand? Grandma would have heard me and not kept walking, but I didn't it happened. It stunned me.
Right.
I didn't even think about it.
He was in
because it just
shock.
happened. I was
Yeah.
in shock. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
Wow.
yeah, and she just kept walking. She didn't know he took me. Like I was 3 feet behind her.
Wow.
That's how fast it can happen, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And I
I
was
try to
next
tell
door.
everybody that when it happened and nobody listened to me because
Huh.
I
Yeah,
was really little.
he told me he was going to kill me if Jinkies wouldn't have saw him and screamed when she did. She saw him drag me into that building. He wasn't going to let me go. I don't believe I'd be here to this day if Jinkies wouldn't have saw him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how fast it can happen. If y'all
Yeah.
think it can't happen that fast, you're wrong.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
wrong.
And
I was going to ask
you
Dawn
know,
something. I actually got a chance to actually, one of the guys I'm seeing is from that way, and we rode over there the other day and just actually looked and just got an idea. We didn't go near your property. We just rode over there on Ben Hill Road and then rode back out. Then he took me down the road and he showed me where that whole family got killed down there. Y'all are very
Yeah.
close to Beatrice Road, and for
Yeah.
them to say that no kidnappings happen on a dead end road, y'all are so close to Beach Creek Road. And that's a
Yeah.
pretty busy road. And there looks like some sketchy characters down there. So
Yes, there is.
Yeah. I think
I
it
mean
could happen
it
anywhere.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
really does
mean,
look like some sketchy. And you don't know, like I've heard this case, Daisy and me's talked about it 1,000 times because Daisy's my sister. And we've talked about it. And I did not understand, how it was all laid out until we rode over there. We didn't go on your property. We just rode on Ben Hill Road and then turned around and then came back out. And I can see how easy somebody from Beach Creek Road could have got her.
Yeah, exactly. And being out in the country, there ain't that many cameras and stuff. And they said there was cameras everywhere, whatever, but we checked every church. And we found some cameras, but they were all broken and stuff. So there wasn't no cameras that we could find coming in or coming out. Either way,
It
down.
only takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I grew up in the country too, so those roads are backwoods or whatever.
And if not Candace, but if Summer would have knew him, that would have probably made it a little more harder. Like if she was familiar with them and seen them around, or if and I really truly believe whoever took Summer knowed that area and knowed you all and knowed
Definitely.
that definitely had to be someone around there, no doubt.
Yes.
Somebody that had been scouting her out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come up that dog trail, if you walk up that dog trail in the summertime, you have so much brush to hide behind and stuff. You could just sit there and nobody would even see you. And
right.
like you said, it would take 2 seconds to come out of that brush and grab her and then be gone.
Yeah. And Donnie, I grew up with dogs. So I know, if a person hangs, I think, the dogs bark initially, whatever. You hang out for a minute, they probably calm down, they go lay down or whatever. So
Exactly.
I could see them getting around those dogs. My dad was a hunting guide, so for me that wasn't particularly an issue. You throw a few biscuits at them and tell them to get, they probably go lay down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially
Exactly.
if they've been up on that property before and is familiar with the scent of that person, they're not gonna do nothing, unless they're trained.
Those hounds that we had at the time, all you had to do was pet them, and they was good with you after that.
Yeah, I've seen dogs like that a lot.
We seen that when Chris was there. They didn't even do anything but bark at him.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then they went and laid down. Then they wagged their tail.
I cannot believe we allowed him on our property.
Yeah, I
Well, I
know.
mean, you just don't know, People, I don't know. I'm not really into Chris McDonough neither, but you never know.
Yeah, I think he has good intentions. Maybe that was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could, it could have been anyone. Now, they was wondering. They said there was 3 footprints. Did you hear that too, Don? That there was 3.
As far as I know, when I talked to the TBI, they said that there was one footprint by that unfinished cabin, and then when you come out of that unfinished cabin and you come down the dirt road and you're by Beach Creek, then they found another footprint there, if I remember right.
And it matched Summers?
Yeah, they said it was the same age and size of Summer's foot.
Wow.
Maybe she was out there playing. Maybe she ran down a dog hill, went to go play, and someone grabbed her. I don't know.
Would she have wandered off like that, Don?
No, she would never do that, because the thing of it is we have bears, we have wild dogs, and we also have wild cats of different varieties. I've seen a few bobcats in the area. I've seen wild dogs hauling off chickens and everything. But the bear thing, there are bears that like to roam around here.
Oh wow, you guys got black bears, grizzly,
black bears.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they would. That's pretty.
Oh wait, I seen a video where they was in Pigeon Forge, and they was actually dragging a big wild hog on the side of the road.
I don't think I want to come to Tennessee.
But those dogs would keep them pretty,
They should.
They'll kill a dog in a heartbeat.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
I'm thinking too. I don't think I want to come to
They tried to
Tennessee.
kill my chickens the other day, and they killed my turkey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because east in Harlan, where we're from, they're bad. They're like you see a bear out every time you go down the road. My husband hit a bear a couple years ago. It ran out and hit his truck, and it was a medium-sized bear, but it still killed the bear.
Yeah.
But, they must be different because I live more in the woods, so they're more elusive, maybe.
Yeah. People feed them a lot in this area, especially down there in Gatlinburg, and then they'll trickle on up here from there and get into your garbage. And
at the time Summer come up missing, though, around 5:30, you wouldn't think no bears or anything like that would be out. But if there was, and if a bear drug Summer off, then the dog would have picked up the scent trail and followed it to her body.
A bear wouldn't have hurt. I don't think a bear got Summer because there would have been evidence of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think an animal got Summer.
No, I don't think so.
There would be DNA.
Yeah.
It was a human being that took that baby.
Yes, ma'am.
And just praying that she's still with us, and God can lead the law enforcement in the right direction to find her and find out
she could
who
be out there.
Yeah.
I think she is.
I think
Honestly,
she is.
Daisy, please pray.
Absolutely, we've all prayed. We've prayed. So many people has prayed for baby Summer, and she would be 7 right now, getting ready to turn 7, and that's all we can do. It's in God's hands now.
Well, one day, I hope that you all get to meet her, and if not in this lifetime, if we make it to heaven, we'll all meet there, and we'll meet her and other kids, this other woman that's on here, her daughter, and things like that, and but we just got to keep on keeping on, and
don't give up.
Right. One day it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Just got to get through this horrific world,
Yeah. Day by day.
I hope and pray it could be sooner that we get to, but.
Oh, it's going to be soon. The Lord's coming. He's right around the corner. I feel like he's right around the corner. In my opinion.
We still have quite a few things to go through. The mark of the beast, for instance, according to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, which I believe.
Have you heard of the Euphrates River drying up? It says in the Bible about the Euphrates River, and it's almost dried up.
I heard something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all we can do is just like life is a vapor. This isn't our permanent home, guys. This isn't. Our permanent home is going to be in the middle of the earth in hell, or it's going to be with God. And
Yeah.
yes, hell is in the middle of the earth, guys.
And
Um,
you get a free gift. Jesus gave y'all a free gift, so take it.
Yep.
I didn't
Exactly.
believe in God until my dad died, and I swear to God, well, my dad and my brothers both died, and then I swear to God they came to me, and after that it was like a dream, but I was awake, but they were like right there, and they were happy, and it was unbelievable. And ever since then, I think I'm leaning more towards that way. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
God let
Sure.
me dream about my daddy after he died. He came to me in the dream, and I knew he was
Oh,
okay. Um, and I think that's how he does sometimes. He lets us have those kind of dreams to let us know everything's going to be okay.
There's definitely angels, many,
Hmm.
many angels, and there's also Satan's angels. Satan has many angels also.
Oh, yes.
So
Amen.
the war goes on, and it goes on this earth, and,
Spiritual battle, spiritual
yeah,
warfare.
and we're all fighting.
I had a
Hmm.
dream this morning before I actually woke up about my sister, and I woke up saying, Terry, where are you? My sister's been deceased for a few years now.
Man,
Crazy.
it's got to be hard.
But we're still holding out hope for little baby Summer. We're holding out
Right,
that is
right,
still with us,
absolutely.
and that somebody just wanted a child and they're keeping her safe and warm. I'm gonna let Miss K come up, but I do ask that you be respectful. I don't like to let people come up after what happened the other day, but go ahead, Miss K. Are you there? Are you up here? Hello? You're on mute, honey. Well, the other day when I let a person come up here, she was sent over here from another creator. So I have to be a little careful with who I let up on
yeah.
panel.
Right, for sure.
She read the back chat and went over there and just went plumb wild. So yeah, I just want to be careful about who I let up on panel and stuff because of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you're letting everybody see the Dawn that we talk to, the Dawn that we know, and
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, like I was saying before, with all that crazy stuff going on at first, I didn't know who to trust, and I was so much on the defensive. I just thought everybody was against us, and I said a bunch of dumb things. I acted dumb. Done a lot of. I messed up bad in a lot of ways, and people seen that, and they think
And
that's me.
don't judge your don't Don. It's not your fault.
Yeah. If I
Well,
lost my daughter, I probably would have been worse than that.
I
exactly.
I would have been a
I
mess.
I walked your shoes, okay? And I
right.
believe in my heart still that Summer is alive.
Well,
I don't feel her being deceased.
yeah.
So
The,
whatever kind of anger you have, don't let them people provoke you. Just laugh at
Right.
them.
Absolutely. I'm trying hard not to.
It's
Trying
hard
hard.
when you have the not knowing. I
Yeah.
have the hate. And I know I need to get rid of it. And I'm trying, but
Yeah. I've had that hate build up in me a lot. But
I
you
can't.
guys really helped me with that, and I appreciate that.
Well,
And you've been helping
Daisy
Candace.
and Christine can help you better than I can, but I mean, because I still believe Summer's alive.
Yeah, I'm sure. I hope so, as long as she ain't suffering. I mean,
right.
kids have an
Well,
automatic place in heaven. And
Right.
that's hard to obtain. You got to walk the
Yep.
straight and narrow path, and that's hard to do. It's not the easy way; it's the hard way.
right.
Right.
And we all fall short. You
You're
know,
right. Yeah, we do.
nobody's perfect. Only Jesus was the
No.
only person on this earth that could ever be perfect.
Amen.
And we're going to fall, but we just got to get back up and continue on. And I felt like God led us to you for some reason, you know? And I'm going to be honest, when I first watched the video with you and Candace on Molly that night,
Yeah.
I shared that on my channel, and I got so much conviction. God convicted me of that. I took it down because he convicted me for sharing that.
Wow.
And yeah, he did. And I took it down because, and I'm sorry about that. I'm
Oh,
sorry
yeah,
that I did
big
that.
deal. I appreciate y'all very much.
But
Yeah,
I feel,
speaking of
go ahead.
angels and stuff, I know a lot of people want to say I'm crazy, but you know, I always knew that an angel was telling me, or God was telling me that something was going to happen to Summer. You know, about 4 or 5 months before it ever happened, and I kept asking Candace to please keep a close eye on her. You know, I just couldn't explain it. It was told to me without words. I just knew, not because I'm psychic or anything, but the way I see it, because an angel was telling me that something's going to happen to Summer. So in that picture where I'm holding her, I'm standing up and I'm holding her, the thought came to me that the time was close at hand. And
Wow.
tears, she was asleep. And I was crying. I had tears running down my eyes. And I was like, Summer, I love you so much. But I knew, because an angel or something was telling me.
Like a feeling almost.
Yeah, I knew
I
it.
knew when my mom and dad was going to die too. I know what he's saying, because I think
Yeah.
that's God's way of preparing us. I'm not saying she died. My parents. That's how I knew something was going to
Right.
happen to my parents.
I knew though. Like I said, the angel was letting me know that the time was close, and it wasn't a week or two later after that picture, the last picture I got with her, that this happened. And I knew when I drove down that bottom property, when I
Yeah.
seen when I knew that she wasn't there, I knew it was fulfilled at that time, and my heart just sank. I knew that it what was being told me, that this is it. She's gone.
What your
Yeah.
fear was?
That's crazy. I've had things like that happen too. Like when my daughter was little, I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, there's something wrong. It's like I just knew. And I went into her room and she was so sick. And
Really?
how did I know that? And why was I woken up? And like I had to rush her to the hospital. So it's like
Wow.
this. So I
An
see what
angel,
you mean. Yeah.
an angel let you know.
Well, if
Wow.
you ever have that again, and you have that, you just pray and ask God for protection and rebuke any spirits that comes against your family like that,
Yeah.
because you know it's not God that had that happen. You know that came from.
Oh no, it was just that I was being told that it was going to happen. You know.
Yeah, but you didn't
Yeah.
really think it was going to happen, right? You
Well, I
just
knew something was going to happen, but I didn't know what was going to happen.
right.
I didn't know
It's
what
like
it was going to be.
it's like a knowing almost, like
That's
that.
how I was with my parents. I knew that time was close. I don't know why, but I knew. In fact, me and my dad talked about his funeral 4 months before he died.
Wow.
We had a conversation because of it. I don't know what it is. I really don't.
It's
I
an
honestly.
angel. It's God's angels.
Hmm.
Heaven's armies is the way that's put in my Bible. Heaven's armies.
Yes.
All his angels.
And I think God does things to protect people. Like I've seen people held on from dying, not because of them, but I feel like God has to get the person prepared
I
to the
think that's
family.
I think that's what's happening with my dad, because he's had leukemia and everything. He's 85 years old, and he was just been so hateful throughout his life. And I think God keeps him alive, and
Hmm.
he's been learning things, and he's calmed down a lot, and he's been changing, and he's more ready to die than he ever has been He's more
Yeah.
he's more
Yeah.
at peace with God than he ever has been in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
My dad was like that before he died too. He was just ready. You know.
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Kay, are you up here?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dawn. Hello, Miss Daisy.
How
How
you
are
doing?
you? I'm good. Dawn, I would like to say that I think you feel that a lot of people are against you, but I actually think a lot of people support you.
Yeah, I think so
Um,
too.
I think you
You're
have
right.
more support than you realise. I
Yeah, I
think
think so too. Yes.
um, and what I would say is, I think a lot of it is confusion, but I
Yeah,
think a lot of people, they genuinely do not believe that you or your wife had anything to do with it at all.
right.
And I feel it's important that you just know that.
Yeah, thank you. And definitely appreciate it very much. It
I
means a
mean,
lot to us.
the petition itself speaks
There's
volume.
there's always going to be bad people out here. There's always going to be
Right.
hate. There's always going to be people that come against you, but the army behind you is much bigger, and the God that's in you is bigger than the whole world,
Absolutely.
you know? And I'm glad for you to come up here and tell them that, because they need to hear that. They need all the encouragement that they can get right now, because they're struggling right now to.
And yeah, I want people to meet the real Candace and get to know the real Candace too. But she's still so traumatized that she can't.
Mhm.
Today we went through a little thing where they were saying, I guess I showed the dog on YouTube, her dog. So
Mhm.
we heard that they was going to call the dog pound and say that we was starving it and beating it and all this kind of stuff.
Oh
So
Lord.
we had to call the dog
Good.
pound this morning, and
You say,
we took the dog up to the dog pound and had them check it out, got all its shots and everything like that, and they took pictures of it and everything. And then we told them what's going on so they can expect it, and they was
yeah.
really good to us. And so
Oh,
we got all that taken care of. So if they want to call the dog pound, they're more than welcome.
I think the dog pound's about sick of people calling. I think
Right.
they got
Yeah.
attacked while you was in
Yeah.
jail. I think. Did you see that where they attacked the YouTube creators? Attacked them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's kind of in Hawkins County has been attacked, from
Yeah.
law
Mm-hmm.
Sheriff's
to
department every day and everything.
Hey,
yeah.
TBI blocked me.
Oh, oh,
They
good.
did, Don. Every
Wow.
day.
Wow.
Every day I sent them a message. Where's Summer?
I'm
Oh,
telling
Where's
you right
Summer?
now, that dog that Candace has got is beautiful, and she
yes,
saved that dog's
it
life.
is. It really
Yeah,
is.
I want to see it.
she saved the baby's
What
life.
kind of dog is it?
It's a
It's a,
Doberman.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
mhm.
beautiful dog for sure.
Dobermans are protectors.
See,
Yeah.
I think with Candace, she's quite shy in real life. I don't think people
Yeah,
realize that. She's not
right.
confident. And I think when she comes on here, she just feels like she's been attacked. And it
Yes,
probably makes her feel more self-conscious. And
yes,
I feel so sorry for her because she probably wants to say so much, but she
yes.
can't
Right.
Mhm.
I agree
because
with
she feels so judged and attacked,
you.
and
Yes,
that must hurt her so much
right.
because must have so much inside her. She wants to get out, but she probably feels, and there's lots of people in the chat right now who the thought of coming up and speaking on panel would be terrifying. Can you imagine it
Yeah.
being like that, and you've got so much to say but you can't?
100%. You got it. You said it well.
You did. She's very like my dad was like that. He had social anxiety, and he couldn't look nobody in the eyes, and I do that sometimes myself. I have episodes where I don't even like to get out in public because it makes me anxious.
Me too. I'm the same way. Like I was watching that
Mhm.
video Chris McDonough did with Candace, and I was just my version of her was she just seemed like she might have had some sort of social anxiety or something, and maybe he misread that a little bit,
Yeah.
and she got a lot of heat for that. But I'm thinking, well, she's just being herself. I don't know.
Well, a lot of the YouTubers, kind of took advantage of her and acted like they was taking her under her wing, and they was just setting her up to make her look
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
That's sad too.
It is.
Yeah,
I
because
do
she.
think this is probably a chat where if Candace ever did want to speak, probably I think people would be quite kind to her.
Right.
So, but I know what it's like myself. Like, if you're quite a shy person, it's so
Yeah.
intimidating. And she's been through so much and she's been torn apart. So,
Yes.
Yeah,
but I
I
feel
think.
bad because I feel like her voice has never really been heard.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame.
Well,
But
maybe in time we'll
yeah,
get her to
yeah.
open up with you
Yeah,
guys.
she's going to get her heart under control first because
Yeah.
we don't want her to have any kind of problems with that at all.
And I think moms feel it worse. I think when people criticize you, I think if you're a mother, I think you feel that worse. And I mean, I just do. I think the criticism she's had as a mother, I just think any of us would just be in bits, really.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too.
It's the worst thing for a mother to be criticised. And you can tell, anybody with a heart can tell she loved her kids. She
Oh
does
yeah.
love her kids. And you can
Well,
tell she's just a little bit lost without them. And I feel so bad for her because she doesn't know how to make it better. She,
yeah.
and whatever she does, and people taking advantage of her, it makes it worse. It's hard. I feel my heart goes out to her, and
Thank
I'm going to step down now. But yeah, love to you all. Okay.
thank you very much. God
Thank
bless.
you for coming up and being so kind.
Yeah. And
Really
I'm
appreciate
gonna. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm gonna step down too. I just wanted to, give my condolences because I've been following this for so long, and I'm invested. And Dawn, good luck.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate you.
welcome. Yep. Tell Summer a happy birthday for me tomorrow, and I hope it works out.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you, Yo Main.
See you.
Thank you. Like tomorrow is like Candace's and Summer's day because Candace, she went through that process of having her and going through the whole labor, and I mean it's all y'all's day together. But a mom's got a special connection too. Where they went through so much. I know I tell my daughters and my kids, like, it ain't just your birthday, it's our birthday because I'm the one who went through the pain to have you. They don't
Right.
agree with me, but I tell them that anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
But you all can do something nice together tomorrow and just go out and celebrate privately, you know.
I just don't want to celebrate without her, but I want to acknowledge that it's her birthday and she's a beautiful little girl. But I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. I would be the same way. I would. I'd be like, I don't even know what I would be. I probably would have been. Everybody handles things differently. Everybody does. Me, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I probably would have probably had a heart attack and died. And
Yeah,
I mean, that's no joke. That right there puts a lot on a person's heart. People can actually pass away from a broken heart
from grief, yes,
and grief. Isn't that
ridicule.
Christine? Right, right. And how are you doing, Don? How are you handling it? How
I'm
are you?
I'm doing okay. It's good to talk to you guys, and I feel comfortable talking to you guys, and I really appreciate that. And we get our boys back, maybe we can bring them out to see some of them cows one time or something.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
I got more than one animal. I got a bunch of animals.
Nice. Good deal.
Yeah.
I wish Summer could come and see them. That's what I
Oh,
wish.
she would love them. She
Yeah.
would love them. Because they're just so cuddly and they'll let you just pet on them and love on them. And I got some mean geese here, though. They are
Yeah.
mean.
Oh yeah.
It's about hatching season, so
My
I'll be happy.
grandpa owned a farm out in Ogden, Utah, out near the Great Salt Lake. And, I'll
Mhm.
never forget the days I've spent out there. I'll never forget them.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah. I love my grandma and my grandpa. That's for sure.
Yeah. I grew up with my grandma and grandpa. My grandma was my everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely my everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Annabelle. How are you? You're up here. You're on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Hi, sorry. Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Doing okay. Hanging in there.
It's been it's been a minute. How's Candace doing tonight?
Doing better. She's doing better.
That's good.
She's over here watching a movie on her phone. She's not wanting to talk to anybody tonight. I don't know.
I don't blame her. Y'all were talking about Candace earlier, and I want you to know that she's nothing like what people perceive. Me and her had one of the best hamburgers I've ever had in my entire life together, and she's a really nice lady.
Oh, nice.
She
Thank
really
you.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I was there in November, she's really sweet, and we had a really good time together.
I'm good.
And so can't judge people during one of the worst times of their life. You know,
Right.
have to
Absolutely.
show grace and mercy because you never know how you'd react during something like that in your life. So I was just grateful I got to spend a little time with her. She was really nice to me.
Yeah.
And once you talk to her, it's like, wow, what people are saying is totally different than the person that you're talking to. Like
Yeah.
pe- people have said such mean stuff, but then when you talk to her and you see the real Candace and Dawn, you're like, wow, it's
Yeah.
so different.
Yeah. Nothing like what you think or what you have heard.
Right.
And I
Right.
can testify to that. But
Thank you.
that's all I wanted to say was just let her know that I've thought about her and I've had one hamburger since then, and it ain't nothing like that fat boy burger me and her had.
Okay.
Where
What
was
was your
y'all
name,
at?
what was
Where
your
did
name
you?
again?
Annabelle, we sat side
Oh,
by side.
okay, baby. Candace. She's ignoring me right now. I think she's upset.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I can't
I'll
remember
let her.
that name. They could tell you, but yeah, it was a good time, and I appreciated um her being so kind to me. She didn't have to. But anyway, that's all I wanted. That's it.
Oh, that's sweet. See, encouraging words like that helps, and that's what we need. You know,
Yeah.
um,
Oh yeah,
we need
yeah.
people to be more encouraging. And yeah, she does have a good voice. Do you have a channel, Annabelle?
Yes, I do.
You do. You got
Yes,
the
ma'am.
voice for it. You got a really good voice. Is it called Annabelle? What's your channel's
Anna
name?
Annabella's her nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty name. I like that. So, did you come in for a prayer vigil, or do you live in the
Mm,
area?
I'm from West Tennessee. I was
You
there
are?
in November.
Okay, all right. So we're
Mhm.
from East Tennessee. So you're over on the other side of us.
I'm on the Memphis side.
Okay. Woo, there's a lot
Yeah.
going on in Memphis, ain't they? Some crazy stuff going on.
Girl,
I know.
Lord.
Seems like every time you turn around, something's going on over there.
Don't you know, Memphis is so bad. Sometimes them bad tornadoes even dodge Memphis, Tennessee, honey. They go all the way around it. They don't
Yeah,
even want to mess with Memphis.
Wow.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, it's I'm telling you, we love our Tennessee though, but I don't know if I'd want to live in Memphis with all that wild stuff
I
going on.
don't live in Memphis. I just live close by. That's the closest big city, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. I've never been there before.
But oh, honey, you ain't missed nothing. It's just a lot of people and a lot of traffic. That's it. That's all it is.
Have you
But in East Tennessee, it's crazy because it's the same state, but the
mhm.
terrain is totally different. Where we have a muddy bottom here, they have a rock bottom there,
Yeah.
and lots and lots of mountains and stuff. We just have a lot of hills and valleys and hollers and stuff like that, but it's nothing like what I experienced there. It's beautiful country, but you can get lost in a hot minute, even if you're from there. I
Oh
swear,
yeah.
I think you could get lost.
Yeah.
Well, where Dawn and them live at, they live closer to the Virginia line. Like they're getting into the Virginia mountains. Whereas where I'm at,
Right.
it's more down towards Sevierville and it's more rolly hills. But when you go up towards where Dawn and Candace lives in Kingsport, it's them big old Virginia mountains. I got a nephew that
Oh
lives
yeah.
in Duffield, right? You know where Duffield, Virginia is, Dawn?
I don't.
Oh, it's like right there by Gay City.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've probably been
Yeah.
through there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a nephew that lives in Kingsport, and them are more bigger, hard terrain, big terrain mountains than down here by the lakes. Somebody's trying to come up, hang up. Let me see who it is. Christine. There's Christine. Hey, Christine.
Crime critters on the farm. Everybody's doing good in chat. Most everybody. I think the initial people have realized they was going to keep getting timed out, so I think they gave up.
Oh yeah.
Your goose squad's down there working hard, Daisy.
I know y'all are. I've been working too. I've been putting some on timeout too because they're being brats out there in the chat.
Donna, the whole point is so you and Candace can have a nice, calm environment to be able to express how, whatever it is that you want to express and to be respected because the disrespect that you and Candace have gotten from the time Summer went missing all the way up to this point, was very unnecessary and very cruel. And we're not
Yeah.
going to do that anymore to you.
I
That's not
appreciate
going to
that.
happen.
It's definitely
You're
been
welcome.
a breath of fresh air, and we thank you for it. And you guys have really helped Candace too. Believe me, the kindness. She's been through so much hate that the kindness has just helped out a lot, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome.
Anything we
Candace
can
is a
do.
very, very good conversationalist.
Yes.
She really is. Yeah. And so is Dawn.
And
You
she's
know,
funny. She's
yes. really.
hilarious. Candace is so funny. I had the biggest time with her. I really enjoyed it. But I'm not gonna keep you guys. Dawn, it was good to see you
You
again.
too. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Give Candace my love and thank
I
you so
sure
much,
will.
Miss Daisy, for having me up here. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. Thank you. Come up anytime you want.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, honey. She's got the
She's so
prettiest little
sweet.
voice, don't she?
Yes.
She's got a
Yes.
pretty little voice.
Yeah. What you guys seen before was, you know, create some people were trying to show just the worst moments of Candace and Don, and that's not fair.
Right.
This is how you guys really are, not the people that they're portraying you all to be. Yeah, everybody's going to get upset. Your daughter's missing.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to get upset. I mean, Candace blames herself all the time, every day,
Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
does, and she is hurting because she says, "What if I would have done this? What if I would have done that?" She's doing a lot of what ifs, and y'all don't see that. What you see is just little clips of when she's having a hard time. And true friends and true people that really want to help this family are not going to do that.
Right.
It really, really opened my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
definitely a lesson that we can all take away from and learn. And we're going to do our best to find Summer from what we can do, but initially it's going to be up to the law enforcement. They have way smarter, um, better technology, better everything. But what we can do as creators and people on YouTube is keep Summer's name out there in a positive light. Not all this fighting and bickering and squabbling and this one said that and that one did this and oh, Don worded it this way. Stop. Just stop. If we really want to help this family and we want to find Summer, we just need to be in a positive way, keep that child's name out there and just beg and plead for whoever has taken her or if someone has seen her to please step forward. That's how we can help this family.
right, and I think there
None
needs
of us
to
are
be
protected.
new eyes on this case.
That's
Yeah.
right. We do too.
I do. I really think there needs to be new eyes to come in here, new law enforcement to go back, look at the case, look at everything that happened, re-interview neighbors,
Yeah. Yeah.
re-interview people, go back, find the old tree trimmers that were here,
Yep.
find out what they've seen and what they know.
I'll tell you,
Because
can there's a lot of people out there like prayer gardens, and I've talked to a lot of other women and people out there that are all over this case, and they've just studied this, and they got memories like a computer, and they're on top of it as far as even the things, and we're on the same page as far as some of the people in the entire investigation. And I wish that they would all get together and compare notes,
yeah.
like prayer gardens. She's paid close attention to a lot of details, and
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of other people that I can't remember their names that I've talked to over and over, and we went through stuff in different scenarios, and
Mm-hmm.
pretty smart,
Criminality.
pretty smart people. Yeah.
Hey
Thing,
Don, has
Christine.
anybody asked you if they have looked at the scrapyard that Fred Hill takes his trucks to?
I'm sure that the police have, but I do not know that. But I'm
Okay.
sure the police have questioned Fred Hill thoroughly.
Well, not
You know,
question Fred Hill. I'm talking about because you said that he did get a vehicle, scrapped a vehicle for you, um, or not for you. What was it? What did he do?
I give him a truck just to get it out of here, just because I
Yeah.
had too many vehicles laying around here. So I give him a truck, and he was scrapping a bunch of stuff at that time.
Yeah.
You know,
That same day, right?
no, it wasn't the same day. It was probably a few days or a week earlier that I give
A
him
week.
the truck.
Okay.
And he come
And
up
so,
here, huh?
go ahead.
Yeah, he just come up here and hooked on it and dragged it down to his house and then tore it apart and scrapped it. I assume, yeah. He was
Okay.
scrapping a lot of vehicles at the time.
Yeah, and that's what he even says that to
Yeah.
Ziggy in her interview. And so my question is, has the TBI or Hawkins County went to the scrapyard that Fred Hill uses and put the scent dogs through that scrapyard?
Yeah, I wouldn't know that, but I assume that they did, but I have no way of confirming that.
They
Yeah.
need to.
If you
Yeah.
ever get to talk to Detective Pruitt or,
Huh?
that would be a good question to ask because,
Right.
And you have a right as a father to ask them questions, Don.
absolutely you
Right.
do.
You have a
Right.
right to.
Right.
You're right
Yeah.
as their father to know what is going on.
Well, when I was in jail, they talked to me constantly when I was in there, um, trying to
good.
figure things out, because there is no clues or leads. There's nothing. It's like, yeah, they have nothing to go on.
Right.
Well, did
And
you
so,
hear what Leslie Earhart said that the last time Summer was seen was on the 100th block of Ben Hill Road. So that means that something or someone had to have seen her there on that road for Leslie to come out to say that. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know where that comes from. I mean, I don't get that. Somebody's seen her on
Ben
Ben
Hill
Hill
Road.
Road.
That's what Leslie Earhart said to
See,
the
I've
the
never
news
heard. I've
briefing.
never heard that before.
I'll clip it for you and I'll send it to
Well,
you.
I'd like
So
to
you can
know
hear it.
who's seen her on Ben Hill Road and then didn't
Us too.
say, and then didn't stop and say, "What is this little girl? What are you doing out here? Let's get you home to your parents," or something
Right.
like that. Why would
Right.
they just drive by her? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. Or she could have been seen on some kind of camera. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know any of that.
see, that TBI has never told me anything like that. I'll try to call them. I won't.
Yeah.
You know, they don't work on weekends or nothing. Their office is closed. You could call them
Right.
and say, you know, hey, there's a. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Sorry.
Well, yeah. If Monday you can call them and just
Yeah.
ask them some questions,
Okay,
that
I
would be
will.
fantastic.
I
Yeah.
will definitely look into that right there for sure.
And you have the
Yeah.
right to do that.
Right. Man, it's
And
only
you know,
25 degrees out here.
How
yeah.
much?
And
20?
you know, maybe you can find out if someone's seen her or if she was seen on camera. Because
I will definitely look into that. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. That's
That's the first
important.
I've heard of that.
Yes, she says that. She says
Wow.
that yes, that
Okay.
she was seen on 100th block of Ben Hill Road.
Okay.
Well, where would that be at? Where is that at?
Well, we're at 110 Ben Hill Road, so
Yeah,
it could
it's
be
right
that
at
she was last
100.
seen at our house. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Well, it just means that it's right there on that straight stretch right there. Any
Right.
house that's 100, you know, from 100 to 199, that would be 100 block.
Yeah. You know, there's something else I'd like to say, if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah.
Hey.
For my neighbor's sake, my neighbor down here, my mom sold this man named John his property. Really good guy. His wife just been really good throughout the years. You know, he got cancer, and I went to go see him the other day, and she come out. She was just had tears in her eyes. She was like, not just because of her husband's death, but because the problems that the YouTubers have caused for these people. You know,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, because they were, you know, out there. I mean, you've probably seen some of the things they've done, but she was just so frustrated with all the problems that they certain YouTubers have caused, and I just feel so bad for her, you know. And when she seen it was me, she almost didn't want nothing to do with me. But she said, I asked to speak to her husband, and she said he had died of cancer. But she's just, you know, I feel bad for some of the neighbors around here, because some of these people are really awesome, good people, you know. And I feel bad about the whole thing for them too.
Well, Dawn, would it be okay if we sent her condolence cards? Would that be all right? Or do you think that'd be too much?
Well, I don't know what we could do for her. But yeah, I mean, if you send them to me, I'll take them over to her, or you know,
Okay.
I don't know her address,
Yeah.
but I'll take them to her.
There should be
like
very
that.
good.
I mean, you know
Okay.
my address, right?
Yeah. Oh, yep. We sure do.
Okay.
That would be
That would
great.
be awesome. Cool.
There should be
Thank you.
We write condolence cards and send them to you, and you can take them down to her. That would
Okay.
be fantastic.
There should be a law that stops people from harassing family members
Yeah, there should be.
with tragedies.
Well, the way I understand it, though, freedom of speech, the cost of freedom of speech is people have the right to say whatever they want, and it's just the part of the cost of freedom of speech is we have to put up with all the crazies, you know, whatever they say.
Right.
They have the right to say whatever they want.
Yeah,
Right.
but
And then when somebody stands up for themselves, then all of a sudden it's them that's being crazy, not
Yeah.
not the people that's going to people's job and getting them fired from their job.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have to say, Candace is a better person than me, because if they would have said that to me and my daughter missing, I don't know what I would have done. But they wouldn't have been standing there. I'll tell you that.
Well, you don't want to end up in jail, over something like that,
But still,
But,
to
yeah,
say something like that to a mother that has lost their child,
right. Oh, it broke her heart bad. Believe me, she was crushed and still
Okay.
is to a point. But you guys are helping a lot. And I really appreciate
That makes me so happy that we're helping her, because
Yeah, definitely.
she is hurting a lot. And we talk to her throughout the day, periodically too. So
Right.
she's not
Absolutely.
lonely. She's not there by
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah.
no, she's not. That's why I
We
send her
check in on her.
animals to try to cheer her up a little bit, because animals are therapeutic.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
They're very therapeutic for people, especially people that's been through trauma, you know.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
what did somebody do? Somebody reported you and said that your dog was being abused?
I think they was going to start doing that. We heard to the grapevine.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Well, of
Well, let me
course,
tell
they
you
knew
what,
they would
that
do that.
dog's
They
name
do
is
that
Diamond,
stuff.
and that dog is the happiest, healthiest dog
Pretty.
you ever
Yeah.
did see. And she loves, I'm telling you all, listen, she loves Candace. That
Yeah.
dog loves Candace.
Yeah.
And Candace worked hard to save her life, because she wasn't in good shape, was she, at first?
Right. Yeah. The dog almost died when she was a puppy. Yes.
Hmm.
And
When she
Candace
heard,
loves that dog. It's helping her.
when she first heard this morning, she just broke down and just started crying. And I says, just hold on a minute, Candace. And I called the dog pound right away and asked, what can we do? And I told them about the situation, and they helped us. Man, they helped in every way and took
Oh,
care of it, no problem.
And that's
So
what you should do every time. But I'm telling
yep.
you, Hawkins County are sick as could be of these people.
yeah, I
They
hope they're
are.
getting
Oh,
sick of it.
They
I
really
asked them,
are. I've had enough of it.
I asked them the other day, one of the detectives, when that whole thing, if you remember a while back, they was trying to say that Candace was a porch pirate. Remember that?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that county actually come to Hawkins County and had Hawkins County come and pick Candace up. Believe it or not.
Oh,
And I told her
that's
just
terrible.
yeah. So I called up there and I talked to the detective. And I was like, "Don't you guys know by now that these YouTubers will go to no ends or lengths to try to ruin our lives?" He's like, "Well, I didn't know it was about that." It was funny
Yeah,
thinking back on it, but
that was
but he
horrible.
ended up. But that detective, I ain't gonna mention his name, but he helped
Yeah,
Candace and took
don't.
her in there and supported her and told that detective from the other county that it's not her. I sent him what everybody sent me, the pictures and everything. I sent them straight to the detective and showed him in text that that was some dude anyway. It wasn't even Candace, I think, but but
Well,
he
that's what
helped
you
her.
need to do. Every time that happens, Don, just go right to the detective and then just
Yeah,
debunk it before it gets all, out of whack.
right. It was kind of funny,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
after
but
it's all said and done, but
that was awful for them to do that to her.
yeah, it
Don
was.
Kels wants to know if Candace needs a winter coat. She said she'd like to send her one.
Uh,
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I I don't know if she needs one or not. Really, I think she's good, but we really appreciate it. I think spring's on its way. But tell
Yeah.
her we really appreciate it, though. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Oh.
Kelly.
And see, that just shows you, and that shows everybody that they're not asking for money, handouts, donations, cash apps, Amazon wish lists. They have not asked for anything like that. Nothing. All they are asking for, which doesn't cost anybody a daggone penny, is to just keep Summer's name out there and to be
Yeah,
kind. That's it. That's
exactly.
it.
Yeah,
Keep Summer's name out there, keep her picture going, and just be kind. That doesn't
yeah.
cost anybody anything.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Um,
it just makes me mad. And I
Stop
usually, you all know, I
supporting
don't get mad.
creators
But
that do this. Stop supporting creators that bash these people.
yeah,
Take them out
sure.
for yourself to get to know and listen to them yourself and see how they're hurting and see how they're out here fighting for their baby girl.
Yeah, the
and Don,
drama,
this is good. This is
help.
good.
Drama don't help anything. It just ends up, all hate, and they're always going after somebody. Whether
Yeah,
if they're
and
not
how's
coming
that
after
helping
me,
Summer?
yeah, they're always going after somebody, trying to break them down, make them feel bad, and that's not good at all.
No,
Mhm.
But
and that's
anyways,
not
hey,
helping Summer.
do you guys mind if I say a short prayer?
Sure,
Oh,
go
please
ahead.
do. Yes.
Cool. All right, dear God, Lord of heaven's armies, we come to you in prayer and thanks for everything that you do for us, and we just want to pray for everyone on this channel and everybody, of course, but that we could learn to trust and come to you, God. We pray for Summer. We pray for all these lost children, God. We wish that Summer could come home. And we just want to pray for all these good people and to please help us as we try to overcome this wicked world and to do our part. We thank you, God, for all things. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
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 And I
Thank
do
you.
want to
Amen.
add that, Lord Jesus, please lay your hands on Don and Candace. Give them strength, peace, and calmness. Show them that your arms is wrapped around them and give them guidance to get through this horrible time. And please, Lord, lay your hands on the law enforcement and give them new eyes to see where this baby is so they can have some justice and they can have peace and possibly bring this baby home and especially be with Donna Candace tomorrow on her precious, precious 7th birthday. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, guys.
Amen.
You're welcome, darling.
Well, I appreciate y'all. I think I'm going to jump off here for the night. And
Yeah, I'm
it's,
gonna end the.
it's the Sabbath from Friday night to
Yep,
Saturday night at
yep.
sunset. So happy Sabbath.
Happy
Oh, thank
Sabbath
you.
to
Happy
you.
Sabbath to you too.
And I think
All
I'm
right.
gonna end this live with this beautiful video that was made about Summer for her birthday as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, God bless you all. Thank you very much. And we'll talk to y'all later.
All right,
Love
God
you.
bless
All
you.
right. Okay. Bye.
Bye, bye, Don. Okay, guys, I want to end this live. Thank you guys for all your support and your love for Dawn and Candace and being so
And
nice
Summer.
and Summer. Um, and we know that this little beautiful baby's birthday. Thank you guys. And I'm going to end this live. Thank you, Miss Christine, for coming up here and being with me. And
Yeah.
everybody that come up and was very kind to Dawn.
Goose Squad was rocking tonight. Good job, Goose Squad. High
Good
five.
squad, you go. So happy birthday, baby Summer. Happy birthday to you. Good night, everybody. We love you. Here we go. Good night.
We pray for blessings. We pray for peace. Comfort for family. Protection while we sleep. We pray for healing. For prosperity. We pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering. And all the while you hear each spoken need. Yet love us way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your need. What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? We pray for wisdom, your voice to heed. We cry in anger when we cannot feel you near. We doubt your goodness, we doubt your love, as if every promise from your word is not enough. And all the while you hear each desperate plea, and long that we have faith, have to believe. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? When friends betray us, when darkness seems to win, we know that pain reminds this heart that this is not our home. It's not our home. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know your need? What if my greatest disappointment or the aching of this life is the revealing of a greater thirst this world can't satisfy? What if trials of this life, the rain, the storms, the hardest nights, are your mercies in disguise?
Good night, everybody. I'm going to leave you with this. Good night. Pray for these people. Happy birthday, little SummerWells. We love you, baby girl. Good night, everybody.